Hello folks, Jonathan Milam here with some neat horns that I'm going to play around today. First one I'm going to play is the Adams A3. Look at this, the offset second valve, thick bell, 60 gauge. And it took me a while to realize the feedback is not the same as I get with a very thin bell, which I usually play with, but the carrying power is unbelievable. I demoed it with a definitely a lead instrument a couple of days ago, and I asked my son, what do you think? And then I played this one, and he said, that's too bright. And the thing is, it pushes such a centered sound out forward. It really isn't bright, but it's very strong. And just a neat horn. Also got, like the Olds recording, you've got a third trigger here, and on the first they did put a stop. See if you can see the screw there, little stop screw. So just a nice setup. Reverse lead pipe, however, nice and efficient. Gonna piddle around with Give Me That Old Time Religion. Wait till you see what I pull out next. Okay, Give Me That Old Time Religion, quick. Okay, and that was with a mouthpiece I hadn't used in a long time. It's a Reeves Proviance 9A. Reeves Proviance 9A. Oh, where's the other mouthpiece? Ah, here we go. Okay, and then I'm going to switch to a little brighter one. It is the Warburton 6MC. Little work by Ken Titmus to hollow it out just a little bit. Just a very sparkling sound comes from this. We'll raise it up a third as well, maybe a fourth. Great horn, a lot of characteristics of the old recording, but just a wonderful, wonderful offering by the people at Adams. Okay, next I'm going to pop out a lovely little SilverSonic. Sterling silver bell. Always interesting. The bell on these things is, it is something else. It really is. We'll try and warm it up with a vintage Curry VC, in fact, vintage cornet mouthpiece. Same song, down low with the first mouthpiece. Okay, now we'll raise that up as well, and we'll use a Reeves cornet mouthpiece. Totally different sound. Gotta love that sterling silver bell, and you can't say they're not making them anymore, but they're not making many of them anymore. Okay, and all of these horns are so different. Of course, the sterling silver bell, That's certainly something else. Here we've got a nickel silver bell, and this is the Adams A6. Does it look like a constellation? It should. It's patterned really closely after. You'd have the fixed finger ring here, which I like. Love this trigger as well on the first slide, which is very constellation-like. Light bell, however, very light bell. It's a 40 gauge brass, but then they put nickel silver on the top of the brass. Excellent horn, of course, the old Bauer Fiend valves that Adams bought out, but a lovely instrument. I'm going to start off with, again, the Reeves Proviance A9, 9A, excuse me, little deeper mouthpiece, fairly big drill. I think it's a 25, if I remember correctly. And we'll start off low, and then we'll switch mouthpieces and move up. Okay, and we'll switch now to the Warburton 6 MC. Such a nice tone, again with the modifications by Ken Titmus. Great horn, really. I didn't know what to think about this because it's got such a thin lead pipe area. Starts off at 433 through a lot of the horn, so definitely what you call a small bore. But then you get to the bell, which actually has quite a big throat here, unusually large. I'm going to switch back to the Reeves mouthpiece and just play a little bit more on this. Again, it's the Adams A6 with the Reeves Proviance 9A. Old chorus, their old hymn, Gentle Shepherd. Beautiful. All right, folks, hope you've enjoyed this today. Thanks for tuning in. Love the comments. Of course, we've had the the one with the recording attributes. We've had the one with the constellation attributes. And then we've smuggled in a cornet with a sterling silver bell. Hope you've liked it all. Have a great day. Take care of yourselves and take care of someone near you. We'll catch you next time.